Make us come together and it's alright. I swear you'll remember who you are.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the weekly, I guess, feedback streams at this point. I'm gonna run with this. But I hope y'all are good. Hope life's treating you well. I haven't figured out, because I got some, scheduling life shit going on right now. So I don't know exactly how often I'm going to end up doing these. I'm shooting for weekly, but I haven't really nailed down like a strict structure yet. What up, Tony? But when we get there, I'll have a little bit more of a regular schedule for this shit. Regardless, I got a few submissions. We got a pack from Nace, one from Tony, got a little pack from J-Diff, aka Jax. It's the boy. Couple from PM, couple from Butters, Prodigy too. But yeah, we're gonna have us a good little time, and if we run out of beats to listen to, I'll make some shit. Make your funeral an Alex stream? Oh, that's scary. I don't know if you want me live streaming your funeral. I'll do it though. I don't give a fuck. I got you, babe. The load up scream? Oh, Lord. Well, Butters is taking his damn time cooking or whatever. Bro wants us to wait and play some other people first, which is super lame considering he is so adamant about getting these streams going. But that's fine. I'll get to his shit in a minute. Tony made this beat like what, 30 minutes ago? He and I were in VC and he just like started cooking up. And I was so he wanted me to hop in that stream. I wanted to hear it, but we're gonna wait until now. So I think I'll start with you, Tony. Put the weight aside. It's a loop I made with myself and What's Wrong Chase. Oh, Teasy dropping some shit. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna start with this Tony beat. Make sure everything's up and running. Get this shit started. Oh, fuck the mix. Oh, Lord. Fuck it.
Wasting away, wasting away, wasting
shit hard. That shit hard, Tony. I love the switch up. I love that, like, we got that high energy, like, double time, crazy part. That's okay. favorite beat all year. You've made what, like 40? No, I'm playing. That shit tough though. We're gonna pivot right from that to the Nace version. He flipped that loop too, and it's fucking gas. Made some Jersey Club. Peep this shit.
This goes hard, Alex.
The whip is crazy. I love how he chopped my vocals too. Yeah, that shit crazy. I really have like honestly no notes for that. Like I'm already sending that one out. That thing's crazy. But I really like having those two back to back using the same loop that I made, which I'm partial to, you know, because it's my voice on there too. But seeing how you both like did kind of that high energy excuse me, a high energy section. His was, you know, like the whole thing, but kind of seeing a similar like take on it, I think is really cool. And the fact that like it almost inspired a similar thing in both of you, I think that's cool. Since TZ's in here, drop these joints. TZ, is there one that you want to prioritize? I know that there's some roughs and some unfinished here, but I didn't know if there was one in particular. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you. The chase pack has been pretty crazy. Doesn't matter? All right, bet. Start with distance. Okay. All right. Let's see what TZ's got. Ooh.
It's Minds on the Beat.
I've been saying wait for you go. I don't do too well with distance, you don't listen, no. Telling you to stay for you go. Walking out the door, like where you finna go. I don't know where to go. Like whoa, I don't do too well with distance, yeah, I'm thinking you should know. When I'm saying wait, I am not playing, don't you play with me today. Bring your ass right back, we got plenty left to say. Like, bring your ass back home, plenty left to say. When I tell you wait, I'm not playing, don't you play with me today. I've been working too hard for you just to leave. Girl, you like my headache, that don't mean I wanna leave. No, we got some problems, girl, you acting just like me. No, you hate it when I tweak, but that boy was playing with me. Swear I cannot wait to meet. Told him wear his big boy boots and meet me in the street. I've been so fucking tired of the rumors, we could keep this shit discreet. Like, whoa. On a different subject though, I got bigger problems, who the fuck is taking care of those?
Okay. Do you bring the hook back in? All right. Then all you got to do.
So fucking tired of the room. taking care.
Give me like 2 more bars right there.
On a different subject though, I got bigger problems. Who the fuck is taking care of those?
Give me like 2 more bars here, and then just bring the hook back, and that's done. Bring the hook back right there. And then like hook it out, and then outro, and you're done. That song's done. Like you genuinely just need 2 bars and bring the hook back. Like that shit fire. I really like the little like ad-lib runs that you got going in there. I think it's got some really good melodies in there. And like I said, you really only have like 2 bars to finish that empty section, and then just bring the hook back, and you got a song. Like, don't overthink it, man. Just like give me 2 more bars, kind of finish out that idea.
On a different subject though, I got bigger problems. Who the fuck is taking care of those?
Like finish out that like problem idea, and then bring that hook back, which was what.
Where you go? I've been saying wait for you go. I don't do too well with distance. You don't listen, no. Telling
Yeah,
you
just bring that back around, and you're good to go, man. And then you got like a little outro, and that's it. You could even put like, if you really want to do something on the outro, you could do like a little spoken thing, you know, like a voicemail type deal, or like just a little talking, you know, to wrap up the idea. But like I said, I genuinely think you just need like 1-2 bars to finish out that one section. I've noticed that with some of your songs. You'll end a verse like 1 to 2 bars too early. What up, PM? How's it going, buddy? But in reality, like, you're right there. You're right there, man. And all you got to do is like finish out that idea that you're leaving hanging with like 1 or 2 bars left, and then bring the hook back, and that's a song. Like you did that with what's the one I just mixed for you? It's the one that Tony talked about. What was it? Fake Smiles. That's it. It worked because like the space was already there, and like I filled it some with the mixing, and like, you know, it's the same. Yeah. You're just overthinking it. Like in both of those scenarios, you had the verse that ended 2 bars early, which is fine. But if you're sitting here and wondering what's missing, that's what's missing. Is finishing out that section with a couple bars, throw the hook back on, done. That's it. Song's done. Next. You know what I mean? Like, you're sitting on it trying to overthink this idea when in reality you've almost finished the idea. There's nothing left but like finish tying the bow, and it's done. Like, I think you're a little hesitant to bring hooks back and just polish a song up. And I think that's all you need to do. Like, you don't need to write something else outside of those 2 bars to finish out the verse. Just bring the hook back. That's what's important anyway. A hook is going to keep a listener. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can write a verse that's important. I'm not saying that the verses aren't, but like hooks are what's going to maintain people's attention and keep, like, a good hook outweighs a shitty verse. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think you're just a little bit too hesitant to just loop a hook back around. Finish your idea, finish what you're saying, finish the section, you know what I mean? But like, just bring the hook back. That's all. That's what that's missing. It's missing 2 bars and the hook. That's it. And that song is fire. Honestly, man, like 8-bar verse, 10-bar, you're moving the verse along at 4-bar chunks is ideal. Like doing a 10-bar, that's fine with a little space, and then bring the hook back in is fine. But you gotta, if you're gonna have that space, you know, if you're gonna do 10 bars instead of 12, those back 2 bars can be empty. But right when that 2-bar section's over, you gotta hit the hook immediately, because otherwise you have too much space. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to keep shit, you know, really structured and rigid, but more often than not, I've noticed you can just like get 1 or 2 more ideas out, boom, hit the hook back. That's it. So that's fire, man. Like there's a really clear like direction with that song, but like all you need to do is bring the hook back. You know, get a couple more bars out, bring the hook back. You're good to go. I'm gonna listen to one more of these, I think. And then PM, I know you're in here. I'm gonna listen to your shit. But let's see what fuck it. Let's go to Honest. So this is another unfinished.
This motherfucker don't miss. No, he's fucking. That motherfucker don't miss, man. He's good.
I'm still trying, ain't no point in lying. When you not by my side, feel like that I'm dying. Everything gon' fall in place, feel like perfect timing. I just wanna go out of space, so double laws I riding. I'm still trying, ain't no point in lying. When you not by my side, feel like that I'm dying. Everything gon' fall in place, feel like perfect timing. I just wanna go out of space, so double laws I riding. Riding, sliding, you been on my mind, I'm just being honest.
That's an open verse, but that beginning part, that's your hook right there. Like that first bit, you got an 8-bar hook right there. Intro's a bit long, in my opinion. You need to fill it with
I'm
something.
still trying, ain't no point in lying. When you not by my side, feel like that I'm dying. Everything gon' fall in place, feel like perfect timing. I just wanna go out of space, so double laws I riding. I'm still trying, ain't
That's
no
your hook
point
right
in
there.
lying. When you not by my side, feel like that I'm dying. Everything gon' fall in place, feel like perfect timing. I just wanna go out of space, so double laws I riding. Riding, sliding, you been on my mind, I'm just being honest.
Yeah, so then just like continue that flow, get that idea out, and you can bring it back. Let's see. Where's a natural place to bring the hook back? Keep verse here. I think a 12-bar verse, and then bring the hook back. Yeah, no. You're good. But yeah, I think like doing a 12-bar verse on that, and then just bring the hook back, you're good to go. After that like sparse down period in the beat, this part, where the hi-hat comes out, that's basically the end of the verse, and then hook right back there. You kind of hear what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm feeling there. But the hook's done. You just gotta like, I think a 12-bar verse, and after that like quote unquote like bridge or like transition section where the hi-hat comes out, that can be like the last 4 bars of your verse, and then just hit that shit. But yeah, hell yeah, man. That's what I mean. Like, I think you're just let the shit flow, let it happen. Don't get me wrong, but there's a point where you get like 2 steps from the finish line, and then you just stop. And that's fine. But the thing that you're missing is those next 2 steps and then the hook again. You're good to go. That's been something I've noticed for a minute. But the same's true there. All right, PM. Let's see. You got like 1 beat in here and then 1 song, right? I think it's self-produced, but you had 1 song that you wanted feedback on was it the vocals, I think? Oh, they're both songs. Never mind. Fuck me, I guess. But yeah, I'll go ahead and listen to both of those. Let's see. Do you have a preference on which one I start with? I'm open to either. It doesn't matter to me. Bad News first? Heard. Well, let's check that one out.
PM in his bed, you already know what the fuck going on.
Yeah, shawty said she wanna make a mess. Yeah, my brother's not here no more, can't even count his blessings. Since they green lights, bling, mine sit on necklace. Keep all of these hoes about my mission, it's my pleasure. I play defense full court press, I'm just Pat Bevan. Girl, please don't waste my time, always like 11. We rats gotta stay on grind, my hoes never heavy. Said you just won't take 2 lines, I said hold on, test me. Put my hands on your shoulder, shawty you the coldest. I swear babe, I can't get over you. You stay sipping dry with my say now I make it no. Shorty, why you lying? Is it true? I just need a break from the chrome. How's the bitches, they all over. I never had nobody make the news. Gucci bags, they all up on my porch, honey. Still I can't approach you. Bad baby, you some bad news. You some bad news. You some bad news. You some bad news. You some bad news.
I like that flow.
Bad news. You some bad news. You some bad news. Yeah. Shawty says she wanna make it bitch.
Yeah, I like that. I like the flow. I like the way that your melody kind of like bounces, and then stops. I like that. In terms of the sound, turn the vocal down, or not the vocal, the beat down, because it's distorting on the master. Your vocal chain, the vocals aren't bad. They feel a little bit low end heavy. So there might be. Are you right up on the mic? And you're using a condenser mic, I assume. But are you right up on the mic when you're recording? Because if so, there's a thing called proximity effect. Okay, yeah. So there's a thing called proximity effect, and at the risk of mansplaining, it can cause extra low end because you're so close to the capsule, which is inherently not a bad thing, but it can become overloaded very easily and cause too much body on a vocal in particular. It's something that's useful when you're miking like a kick drum or a bass guitar, or something that has inherently a lot of low end and you want to keep it. But a lot of times when you have a vocalist performing into a condenser microphone and you're right up on it, you notice how my vocal gets more body versus like here? Because I'm talking the same way, but as you get closer to the capsule, which is less apparent in a dynamic microphone, you're going to get more low end just because of the nature of how the sound's going to move into the capsule. So taking a little bit of low end out of there can help clean it up a little bit. That's also going to offer you a little bit more headroom. But overall, I would pull the beat down a little bit. That's going to bring out the vocals a little bit more. And then they are a little bit sharp in terms of the mix. Not like sharp as in the note or the performance. It's sharp as in the high end of the vocals. So, yeah, sharp. That's what you're talking about. Yeah. Not glassy. You're talking about sharp. It feels like glass, I think is what you mean. Glassy would be a lot more like what I thought you meant when you say glassy is that it feels very thin and very like not see-through, but like brittle, if that makes sense. That's not what's happening, obviously. But it's partially sharp. And most of the time when that's the case, it's either too much high end, and if you're using an EQ to do that, or it's over compressed. That's typically the problem with like it's one of my main complaints with Can's vocals is that it's just all S's. It's just right into your ear, and it sucks because it's hyper compressed, and that's terrible. So that's most likely what's happening. You're over compressing the vocal, and so it's bringing out the already harsh highs. So what you can do is kind of tweak the compression a little bit, and if you need to, go into an EQ in the high end of your vocal and kind of massage it out. A lot of times I'll end up using, when I'm mixing on a vocal chain, I will end up using compression, for the sake of the effect, as well as there's some compressors that I really like the tone that they give a vocal. And then on the back half, after all of that, I'll add another EQ in or like a de-esser to try to take some of that harshness out that the compressor is going to bring out, because sometimes you want the effect that the compressor is bringing, but it can do too much on the high end side. So like massaging that out a little bit, I think will help. But some of that is also happening with the master chain being hit so hard by the beat. And so like the vocal and the beat are fighting for space, and that's naturally going to clip higher on the high end. And so it's a snowball effect. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's too much high end to start, and then you're compressing and bringing the high end out even more, and then it's hitting the limiter on the master chain, and it's bringing out even more high end. So, yeah, quick summary. Take some of the low end out of the vocal to help with the proximity effect. Ease down on the compressor a little bit on your vocal, And I would also listen to the high frequencies on an EQ of your vocal to see if there's any that really pop out. And if it's like high highs, just being real surgical with a little scoop EQ. Don't use a whole fucking filter, right? Because you don't want to get rid of it. You want to just massage out the part that's really sharp. It feels like anywhere from like 8 to 12K is kind of what it feels like to me. But just doing a little bit of massage out on that will do a lot to fix that out. But yeah, honestly, like it sounds good. I think your pockets are good. Your performance isn't bad at all. It's just like a little bit of a mixing technique thing. And then, like the master clipping, giving you too much saturation on the high end sides was just snowballing into just a terrible scraping of the high end. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm fucking with it, man. I like it. I'll listen to this other one too, the Follow My Lead, to see if it's a similar thing. I have a feeling it will be, if that's, a similar complaint, like it's feeling glassy. But I think no. You don't have to get a new mic. You just have to work a little bit on mic technique. If you feel comfortable up on the mic like this, that's not a problem. But working on it in post to kind of remedy that by taking out a little bit of extra low end, a little bit of extra boom and mud, that's going to fix it. You don't have to get a new mic. You just have to learn the mic that you have and how to adjust for it. It's the same thing as like when you have speakers. You don't have to get brand new speakers to have better songs. You have to learn your speakers. You know what I'm saying? Like these headphones, these are fucking like $70 headphones. They're just little fucking Sonys. I bought them off of, Amazon. I've been using these since college. I took like my high level mixing courses on these. And the reason that it's fine and I did well and blah, 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 is because I know these front and back. I know how these sound because I've used them so much. Same thing with my Yamahas. They're not like the best monitors ever, but I know them. And so if you know how your room sounds, know how your mic sounds, know how your reference monitors or headphones are sounding, you can adjust for that. And it's going to do, potentially, the same thing that you would get from hearing it on a quote-unquote better system. So it's always, within reason, important to learn your gear before replacing the gear. But I think you could definitely remedy this a lot with just a little bit of processing difference. But let me hear Follow My Lead, and we'll kind of go from there. Ooh. First off, beat hard as fuck.
Yeah, they all on me. Want this big bro, come on, follow my lead. I got white hoe, breaking ball my alley. New sandals, stepping, look at my feet. That she never wanna leave. Yeah, 2014 in the east, this the whole yeah, she easy. Yeah, I just ran up like a pea, I do this shit in my sleep. Yeah, wrist cold like Marine, rose gold, new elite. Bad hoe look like Monique. Never take a whole shop and drop 5 bears on the floor, my budget 3. Don't walk up, I got these hair on me. Y'all niggas walk home, I see your car and eat. I can hit on with a FaceTime. Perk smiley, we don't take that. Handle niggas like I'm AJ. Shoot a nigga, never say that. This Spanish truck moving so fast, don't even know where my lane at. Mansion barrel whole latex. Penthouse where the planes at.
Nah, fuck with this.
I got these bands ho, yeah, they all on me. Want this band ho, come on, follow my lead. I got white ho, wrecking by my alley.
This vocal tone sounds better than the other one. Your beat is still too loud. But that vocal tone is much better. It's not quite as harsh. It feels a lot more natural. But like your pockets are good. Your melodies are good. Your performances are good. I think it's just like a little bit of tweaking on the mixing side, and I could do a lot. You backed up a little bit on, yep. I could notice that. If you want, send me a picture whenever you get back into FL, because I assume you're recording on FL. Whenever you do go back to recording, take a picture of your chain, for me and send it to me, and I'll see what I can do in terms of like. There's a lot to it about like order in a vocal chain in particular, like how you line everything up and what feeds into what can do a lot. Typically, I'm really big into a subtractive EQ, compressor, boosted EQ, compressor, and then typically like a cleanup EQ. So like you're taking the shit out that you don't want, compressing what's there, adding back in what you might need in the EQ range, compressing again, this time for tone. Like first compressor is more for like the actual compression effect. That back one is the one for like tone, and then adjustments. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, send me what you got and I'll take a look at it. But that one definitely feels better. And I think it's just a little bit of like adjusting for your gear and, you know, what feels natural for your recording performance and technique. You know, like you have a solid foundation. You're not making shitty music. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a little bit of tweaks. You know what I'm saying? Yes, exactly. And that's that right there. That right there. Fucking wherever. There it is. That right there. That is important. That is the beauty of simplicity, is when you're not fighting with the beat to have your vocals have a place. It's going to be easier. You see what I mean? That's why I don't do too much. I want to make sure that there's space for an artist. And that's a lesson that you learn when you do it yourself. What up, Ricky? You learn that lesson real quick. Because you're like, oh, there's no room for me here. You're like, why can't I hear myself? It's because you clogged it up with other shit. So I'm glad that you picked up on that. That's good. That's a good level up for producing, and something that you don't really learn unless you have to engineer something. So that's good. Good on you, PM. And I could tell like there was a little bit more comfort there too. But yeah. Send me your vocal chain whenever you get to it, and I'll take a look at that. But yo, Ricky Mills, drop some shit in the feedback chat. I know you sent a bunch of loops, and I downloaded a few of them. Those things are hard. But yeah, those are good, PM. I think you just got a little bit of work. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Happy to, bud. Happy to. All right, let's go back to the Nace pack briefly. We got a couple of these. We got Guilt Trip, Rolzar, and Veil. I'm gonna get this. I bet. Shut the fuck up, Tony. Let's do Guilt Trip. Oh shit. All right, Brandon. First off, beats hard, but you've got it right now. I was lecturing that dude on drum panning, and he got it right that time. So I'm going to see if that's a trend for the rest of this. But bro's had his like snare slightly off and not straight down the middle. That's a good one. That's proper. All right, let's see what this Rolzar's got. It's a nascent oddball. There we go. clapping snares are fine, but that main snare, main clap needs to be right down the middle. This shit hard. Oh, facts. Tony's right on point with that. That's the easiest way to get bounce. Pull that hi-hat back. That shit hard. I like that beat. Oh, Butter's submitting some more shit. Oh boy. But yeah. Nace has taken my notes and run with it. Good. Fucking good. This is a Nace and Ricky Mills collab. Oh boy. Let's see what we got here. Butter's in the building. Ooh, that switch is fire. Yeah, this is a Nace and Ricky Mills collab. Nah, I haven't played yours yet, Butter. I like how the beat is progressing in sections. I like the arrangement of this. Yeah, that shit hard. Oh, we got the Ricky Mills pack in here too. Let's go. Butter, since you were finally in here, I'm gonna listen to one of your joints. Which one do you want to showcase first, my boy? Yippee. Oh, that's not the name of the beat. You're just saying it. Oops. My bad, dog. Yeah, we just gotta fucking run through the joint. Yeah, there was a Ricky Mills loop, and that shit was hard. Let's see here. We'll start with Yabba Dabba Doo, because that one has had my attention since you dropped it in here, and it's either gonna be fire or it's gonna let me down. And I'm really curious as to where we go here. You are not getting carpal tunnel, bro. Ooh. I'm kind of fucking with this one, honestly. I might have picked a different kick drum. Bounce is good though. I like those strings. first of all, solid beat, bud. I like this one. I think everything kind of works, like thematically. All the sounds make sense together. I would pick a different kick drum. That one feels a little bit like woofy to me. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? I like more of like a tighter, thumpier kick drum. That's a personal preference. That being said, this is a good example of not having a bunch of overlapping melodies that just go crazy on scales. This is a good example of you like honing down on a specific idea. And selfishly, it shows that you are taking my advice, and that I like. But it's for the better. You know, like the strings are a really good example of like popping in, doing their little line, and getting the fuck out. Nothing is doing too much. Nothing is like sticking around too much. The only like scale-esque run you have is that little piano, and it comes in and comes out. And that's good. I think you could take out the first two notes in that little and just kind of have it do the resolve, like a little approach and resolve, as opposed to the all the way up. You know what I'm saying? But that's really my only critique. I think everything like goes together well thematically. I think the organ could be pulled down a little bit in the mix. But overall, like it definitely has that 2000s feel to it. The sounds, like I said, they work well together. And this is a good example of giving everything its place and not having a bunch of overlapping melodies that don't necessarily come together well. You know what I'm saying? But no, that's a good one. I'm with that one, man. Let's see. You are the worst in the back is the Groovy Drums 4. Okay. Then we will go to the one that you recently did, the one you did today. Shibby Dooby. Crazy names. And I'm not one to talk. I named a beat Butt Stuff, but with one T, so it's Butt Stuff. I'm not one to talk about names. But this looks crazy. All right, let's listen to this one. Don't steal my swag. Yeah, bass and clap are too loud. This is an Eminem type beat for sure. It's like Professor Gadget type beat. Yes, you're correct. I think that one's unnecessary. That one's a little bit unnecessary in my opinion. But yeah, in terms of mixing, bass is too loud, clap's too loud by a lot. And again, I have the same critique of the kick drum. It feels like it's the same kick. So take that with a grain of salt. That is a personal preference, and I wholeheartedly understand that. I think, honestly, this beat, if you're looking for side melody, you know what I'm saying? Like the counter type deal. The strength of this beat is its space. Outside of the, like the kick pattern and stuff. But like what you got with the bass line, which I might swap the sound on that one, personally. The bass line has space in it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's clear gaps between some of those parts. And so I think by either filling that gap with a side melody of just like a little blurb in that little section, or alternatively putting everything else in that beat melodically with the bass and leaving that space intentionally empty just for like kick and clap, you do one of those two choices. So you either like leave that space with everything, or you fill that space with one something. Does that make sense? I think that's the best way to approach those, in my opinion. But yeah, I think that secondary melody is just what's the ear version of like an eyesore? It's just too out there. Doesn't work. You were close, but you just missed it. Yeah. But I see too sharp. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you were going for. But I think when you have a bass line that's open like that and a pattern that's really open like that, you want to do one of two things. You either fill that space with one specific something that is meant to be highlighted in that empty portion, or you create a bunch of layers when things happen so that that empty space is accented. You know what I'm saying? So like you have a call and response, you have the tension and release, and you either offer that release as an entire thing, or it's a release to something else. You feel me? So I think that would have helped clarify the idea a little bit. I hope that makes some kind of sense. But I'm gonna wrap up yeah, you're getting there. You'll pick it up, bud. You're getting there. We're gonna wrap up the Butters pack with the Groovy Drums for Real _4. And then I'm gonna get to this Ricky Mills joint, because I'm looking forward to that. Ricky's loops have been going crazy. Here we go with some Butters. I think that's the part that's throwing me. I don't hate that lead though. Yeah, the brass is a little bit jarring. I'm fucking with it. I like the drums though. Yes, correct. I see the vision though, and I think like if you can take those drums and find a better melody pocket to sit with them, I think it'll be there. You are learning 100%, 100%. And like in those 3 beats, every one of those beats did something well. And then if you can find a way to combine all of that and all of the different pieces that are good, that will kind of fall into one really good beat. But you're learning and you're improving. That's all you can do, one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? I do the same shit. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I got everything figured out. I just know it enough. You know what I mean? I'm still growing every day, still learning. You've gotten better at every single review, brother. I'm not gonna act like you haven't. But yeah, just keep it pushing. Keep going. We gonna run through this Ricky Mills pack. I'm excited to hear this. Some of those loops you've been sending, bro, have been crazy. Like I said, I downloaded a couple in that last loop spread that you posted. But we're gonna start with the solo. We're gonna see what this Won't Sell joint's like.
Ricky, you ain't shit.
here's what I think you can do. Turn the clap down as a whole, and then scoop some mud out of the melody as well as the bass. I think it's just like there's a lot of like low mids in the melody that are conflicting with the low mids in the bass. So I think like finding a better balance there. And then pull in the chant down a little bit. The offbeat chant isn't bad. It threw me off a little bit, but when the whole pattern comes in, it's a little bit better. Hi-hats go crazy, snares go crazy. And then I might, depending on where you land in terms of like clap loudness, those little extra like up claps, as opposed to like the main one that's on the threes, maybe pull in that velocity down to make it kind of flow a little bit more, kind of like those snare rolls do. But just to add some like velocity variation in the claps, I think could do a lot too. But that's me backseat producing. Outside of that, like I think in terms of levels, if you could pull the clap down, pull the chant down a little bit, and then scoop those little mids out of there, that's a fucking fire beat. So right now it's really good. I think just like cleaning up those little things, you're really gonna have a banger. But yeah, good shit, dude. Let's keep going. Let's see what Simple's got.
Ricky, you ain't shit.
Yeah. Honestly, man, not a lot jumps out to me in that one. Like most of it is really good. Like the mellow goes crazy. I love the percussion. Bass is thumping strong. I like when I wanted a bass change came in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that beat's fire, man. I fuck with that one. That's a really, really damn good beat, bud. That's a damn good beat. Yeah, I honestly, like, genuinely, I really don't know that I have any kind of like critique. Honestly, it's a pretty damn good beat, dude. Let's see what this glitch joint's got. Oh shit.
Ricky, you ain't shit.
think the open hat needs to be turned down a little bit. I think the snare roll is insane. 808s are growling, bro. I like the rolls. I like that it's kind of like gliding and everything. I like that. But I think if you could cut, again, backseat producing, maybe cut the snare roll in half so it's not quite as long. I think it'll make the impact a little bit stronger. But that being said, bro, I like that it moves. I like the switch. Yeah, just the snare roll in particular. Like whenever I have one of those, I want it to have impact, and I feel like you lose some of the impact when it lasts too long. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's gonna change, you know, or like be a transition sound, happening the same way, the same length of time makes it feel less transition-y and more just like repetitive. You know what I'm saying? So like that's my one real note with that one. Outside of that, man, that's a cool ass beat. That's really cool. Still partial is simple, man. That simple beat's fire. Let's wrap up the Ricky Mills pack with the Off the Meter. I'm very curious to hear how this goes.
Ricky, you ain't shit.
Here, I'll run this back real quick. To answer your question, yes and no. I think the simple one is a good example of the sections being different. You know, I think like when you've got only one 808 pattern, sometimes, to me, it's I tend to do 2 808s in pretty much every beat that I do. The few that I don't do that for are beats that are meant to be kind of repetitive, just based on either the genre that I'm making at that time or, you know, if I'm cooking up for a specific artist that's that way. I think sometimes you can go overboard with an 808 change, so I would be careful with that. But I think 2 808s, I think it's a really easy, I'll put it this way. I think it's a really, really easy way to make a second section. You know what I'm saying? Like just changing the sound ever so slightly. Like one of my go-tos has always been to have a longer 808 in like the A section in the hook section, and then a shorter bouncy 808 in the B section of the verse. So having an 808 change, it's a very drastic way, depending on how you use it. Damn. Depending on how you use it, it can be a very drastic way to make a change in terms of like arrangements. So I do think it's important. I think it can get repetitive if you just have the one 808 pattern. You can either change the sound or change the pattern itself. But I think 808 changes are good. And I advocate for them pretty intensely. So I understand that there's some part of it that's just like if it feels good, it feels good. Fuck it. But it can make a big change in a song when you're not really like anticipating it. That being said, let's go to the Off the Meter joint. I'm curious.
Ricky, you ain't shit.
That's a good example of the snare roll coming in at the right time. I think the main snare needs to get turned up. Hi-hat bounce goes crazy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yes, agreed. This shit's tough. And this is a good example of like how hard swap in the sections and change the vibe really, really quickly. But yeah, I think Simple and that one are my two favorites out of the two. Off the Meter has a good example of a snare roll, for lack of a better term, having a purpose, you know, and like really coming in for one specific thing and then getting the fuck out. However, I think the main snare on that one needs to come up a little bit. But both of those have good arrangements, have good transitions, good movement, and clear B sections, which I think is very important to keep the listener engaged. You know, there's a lot of very samey, repetitive beats. And the little things that you did, you know, like transitional snare rolls and 808 changes, changing up the melody. Like those are all really good things to help create that B section. And I think that would do a lot, like on Glitch, for example, to really change things up and make it a little bit more distinct and, what's the word I'm looking for? Unique, for lack of a better term. But yeah, I fuck with that, man. That's a strong-ass pack. Strong-ass pack. We gonna transition. We gonna do a little Prodigy joint. It's this Out of Town song. Wanted advice on this beat. I feel like it could be better, but not how to get there. So let's listen to this joint. This chop is insane. It's the hi-hat. The hi-hat feels really stiff. And the kick. I need more kick drum, bro. Scared of the kick. I swear to God. Kick's not here hard enough. Not even close. That bass is hard. All right, really quick things. The kick is so soft. Oh, what's up, Prodigy? I just reviewed your beat. Dude, turn the damn kick up. I swear to God. I swear to God. You did it right for one stream, and now you're back doing the same shit. Okay? The kick is just weak. It needs punch. It needs body. It's just it gotta fucking smack, man. But the chops go crazy. That melody's crazy. Bass is great. Okay, good. Thank God. But I think the thing that's throwing me off outside of that is the hi-hats. The pattern is fine, but it doesn't have swing. It's kind of stiff. And because of that, the sound kind of becomes a little bit flat and repetitive. So, like particularly since you have the snare roll that's kind of quote unquote natural, you know, it's like it's got that like flam snare roll type deal. Having a really stiff, fast hi-hat does not. It's a weird juxtaposition to the natural-esque snare. So by either doing some velocity stuff with that hi-hat and then pocketing that hi-hat a little bit to make it less stiff, I think would do a lot of good. The snare's good. Snare's fine. Don't touch the snare. But the kick needs more body. And the hi-hat, I would do some velocity stuff. And I would do some pocketing. So like pull the hi-hat back a little bit. It'll just make it feel a little bit more natural. To kind of accent everything else. But like the transitions are good. shit moves, melody's crazy, and the bass line is real nice. I do like that bass synth a lot. So if you can just turn that damn kick up, dude. I swear to God, I'm gonna get you on that if it kills me. But nah, I really like that. I think that's just what you're missing. You're missing more punch on the low end. The hi-hats need to be a little bit more pocketed and natural, which you can do by pulling it back on the grid, as well as some velocity changes to make it kind of flow and ride. You know what I'm saying? But the idea in the groove is I will. Don't test me. I will kick you. But nah, it's really good. I think that's the only pieces you're missing. Genuinely, I think that'll do it, and you'll be good to go. But still, good shit, man. As always, you're just like every now and then you put some absolute heat in here, and it's just like one or two pieces away from being destructive. You know what I mean? But good shit, man. Good shit. Let's hit up the Jax pack. We got a nice little 5-piece from the boy. Oh, 6-piece from the boy. Never mind. Go through these diary beats. See what bro's got. Start with the cool.
Those not 16.
Said he doesn't even have a ceiling anymore. That's crazy. I like that one a lot, man. I think the first lead could come down a little bit, but overall vibes there, pockets there, pieces are there. Yeah, I'm liking that one. That one's very Jackson. I'm fucking with it. Let's see what 4 years has for us.
Those not 16.
Oh, shit. love all the pieces in there. The vibe is great, but I think it's just a little bit, particularly that main sound is a little bit high, mid, heavy, which is going to make it harder for an artist to cut through in the mix. However, I like it a lot. That one's really good. The vibe on that one's right. The transitions are solid. Melodic pieces come in and out enough to make things work. Drum bounce is good. 808's thumping. I just think it might be a little bit high, mid, heavy for an artist to cut through on. But that's a pretty easy EQ fix or just like some leveling stuff, and you could really make that work. So that's a nitpicky situation. That's also for an engineer to deal with. But let's see. Beauty and the Beat. This better be fire. Strings. Check on Butters. I think he's ascending. Yeah, this goes crazy. Butters is the Earth's second moon right now. Yeah, I think that's the best one. That melody is absolutely insane. The bounce is good. The melody is great. I love like the emotion of that one is really, really good. It's equally like floating. Okay, Butters, I'll play another beat. But yeah, that Beauty and the Beat might be my favorite one. All right, let's continue. Oh shit. Oh, hello, Chase. This shit hard. This shit great. Ooh, baseline. This shit hard. Yeah, honestly, like I think Beauty and the Beat is absolutely gorgeous, but that shit thumps. I think that's the best low end mix out of everything. Beauty and the Beat has the best like composition, I think. But that has the best low end mix. All right, let's see what this Really Like joint's about.
2016.
Oh, there we go. Bro's putting Purity to work. Bro is getting his $40 worth of Purity. But damn. I love that. Oh, we support Plug in this house, don't you worry. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I like that. Chase, are you gonna submit? Are you gonna submit for show and tell? Because I've got one more Jax beat that I need to go through, and then I might be out. So you know what to do. You got no beats? No, I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. Okay. Wow. Then I guess I'll just have to play mine. That's lame. Oh, no way. This one's called We. Oh, this is goofy. I like this. This makes me want to play Animal Crossing. I can't tell you why, but it does. This is beautiful. That's cool. That's cool. I like that one. And you know what, Chase? Since you don't have any beats, I will play some of my own. But first, I will play Nace's flip of one of our loops because this Jersey track is so crazy.
This goes hard, Alex.
This shit tough. Absolutely crazy. But we'll play a little bit of my shit because I got a Winter pack and made something crazy. So Winter sent me 2 loops that are 2 different flips of the same thing, and they're very different. And so I made very different beats out of them. This one is probably my favorite out of the 2, I think.
You make me
I love that stuff.
you make me
So that's that version of it. And then I made a boom bap version of it as well with a slowed switch up.
You make me go.
Oh, that piano's so crazy.
This goes hard, Alex.
Well, hello, Tony. Playing some of my beats. This me, bruh.
You make me go.
Hold on, Tony. There's a switch up. I'm gonna get to the switch up first. There's a switch up at the end. Okay? Give me a second. Oh, dude, the switch up is insane on that one. I love that one so much. And then I think I will end things for the night on some plug that I made with Jay Will. It's only right. You know what I'm saying?
This goes hard, Alex.
that's that. I appreciate you all for tuning in tonight. This was a good one. I know it was kind of short notice on everything, but I appreciate everybody who has submitted. I am back in the swing of things. I gotta, like I said when I started this thing, I gotta get some scheduling shit figured out in my real life. But most likely, I do want to try to keep these at least like a bi-weekly, if not weekly basis. So I appreciate everybody. I hope you all have a great night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.
This goes hard, Alex.